Good.
All right. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Ruth O'Leary. I work for a company called SavvyCard, and we are providing a product called SavvyCard to you as a member benefit from EPCAR. So the purpose of this really is just to kind of show you what it is, where to claim it, how to use it, that sort of thing, and answer any questions that you might have with regards to it. So I'm just going to flip my screen here and everything will make far more sense. And I think just standard stuff, really. I'm going to whiz through this. I'll show you all about it. And if you have any questions for me at all, do you think you might just jot them down for me or pop them in that questions and answer box or the chat box or whatever, and I'll deal with all of your questions at the end, if I may, Okay, wonderful. So, what is it, right? So, you all get from us what we call a SavvyCard. And it's effectively a digital business card, but it's got some pretty cool features that are probably different to others. So this is what you all get from us. And they all look like this, and we'll talk about that as well later on, So how do you get it, first and foremost, right? So when we launched with EPCAR, we sent emails to all of you telling you to claim your account. They're already created. They're already done. And I know what it's like with emails, delete, 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 or somebody's trying to sell me something, or I don't know this company, but we are completely legit and we're not trying to really sell you anything. You've got it. So we would have sent emails out to you telling you, hey, click here to claim your account. So I never like for people to go back looking for old emails. So please don't worry about it. If you could do me a favor, though, if you haven't claimed your account, can you just pop on to savvycard.com? And once you get there, can you just click on Get SavvyCard for me? And once you click on Get SavvyCard, just enter the email address that you've got registered with EPCAR, and that's what your account is attached to. And then just hit Submit for me, and it's going to resend you one of those emails, or that claim email, we call it, So once you get that email, it's going to ask you to set a password. Your SavvyCard is password protected. And then it's going to ask you to pop in a cell number, your cell number. And at that point, it's going to text your SavvyCard to you. So this is going to be the consumer-facing side of your card right here. And then this is the back end or the dashboard, the control panel, if you like, of your SavvyCard account. And you, of course, can access this with an email address and the password that you just set. So once you get the card texted to you, when you click on it, you're going to get a text message with a link, right? And your SavvyCard is just a website. That's all we are. And like any website, we index in a Google search or can be found in a Google search. And we're a website that's built specifically for this device. And 70% of all internet searches were done from this device last year. So, it's bonkers to me that we still build websites for desktops and then optimize them for this device when, they should all really be built for this device, right? 70%. So that's what we are, and that's why we look a little bit different than other websites. So once you click on it, can you look underneath for me? This is what I want you to see. These icons underneath here. But if you don't see these, you're going to see login. And it's very important that you're logged in to your SavvyCard. So can you hit login for me, enter your email address, and again, the password that you just set. And then once you do that, you'll see these icons underneath. So this is the consumer-facing side. This is our back end or our control panel, if you like. And then up here at the very top, I've got a little tab called Training. And it's a super, super easy product to use. But we've got lots of videos here where you can just fill out this form and it'll shoot you over some training videos, if you like, But one of the videos that it's going to send over to you is a video called Share and Text. And poor Melody, I have to apologize. She saw this morning, but surprise, this is the first time you've ever seen it, So share and text goes a little like this. And the reason we like to do this is because it will tell you exactly why, where, when, and how you should use the Savvy card itself, you know. So here we go. So, you know, what do we do today? We do that, don't we? And we did a lot of that before COVID, didn't we? We did an awful lot more of that before COVID than we do now. And it's coming back, but it's nowhere what it was. But do you remember doing it before COVID? So I would ask you, the 2 years prior to COVID, how many of those did you hand out? Probably lots, right? You have the contact details of everyone you gave one of those to? Absolutely not. Nobody does. So don't feel too bad. But how valuable would that be to you if you had? But the real kicker comes when you ask people, well, those cards, where do you think they all are right now? And we all know, right? 90% of all business cards end up in the trash in the first week. And we know that to be true because that's how we treat other people. Right? So we know they're treating ours exactly the same way. And then 90% of the 10% that don't end up in the trash end up in a drawer somewhere, a pile on someone's desk, right? We're all a little bit guilty of that. And the problem with all of that is this. That's a potential customer just walking away from you with a piece of paper somewhere on their person, right? And you're standing there hoping they'll reach out, you know. So it's giving away, you know, control of a transaction, really, you know. So share in text is 250 times more effective than handing over a paper business card. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it with anyone. You can do it as soon as you finish this call with me. And what I want you to say to people is, hey, can I text you my business card and follow up with you later? So instead of handing over that paper business card, you're going to text your Savvy card to people that you meet. And there's a couple of wins straight off the bat. First is to you. You get prompted. You want to add this person's details to your phone contacts, which of course you want to do. The recipient receives a text message with a link. They click on the link, the card opens up, and now they're prompted to add your contact details to their phone contacts. And that's huge, actually. It's huge. So I'm going to tell you why that's such a big deal here in just a minute. And then we encourage you to follow up, not by calling, but by texting within 1 to 2 business days. So why is it such a big deal that somebody would add your contact details to their phone contacts? And, you know, I mean, we all know the answer, right? It's those pesky robocalls. So in the United States of America in 2019, there were 54 billion robocalls. And that number just goes up and up and up year after year, right? Now, because of those pesky robocalls, 50% of all calls made in the United States of America today go unanswered. So round about now, I like everybody to agree with me that your customers are just like you and me. They're human, right? They're just people. They're just like us. So they do all the things that we do. They like all the things we like. They dislike all the things we do. And we do that, you and me. Call comes into our phone, we don't recognize the number, we think, I'm gonna let that slide. You know, it's probably car warranty. So that means your customers do that to you when a caller, you know, comes into their phone and they don't recognize that number. So the way your Savvy card circumvents all of that is you meet someone, you press the icon on your card. Oh, I didn't show you how to do that. Good, note to self. We'll come back to that, excuse me. But we're going to add your Savvy card to your home screen. It's going to look like an app on your phone. It's not an app, it's called an icon, but I'm going to come back to that. So you'll tap the icon on your phone and it will open your Savvy card into your mobile device. You are then going to press the share button, select share to individual. And now all of a sudden, in order for me to do that, I need your name, I need your cell number, and I'm going to type in a message. I don't know, whatever that message is, right? And then you press share. The first win is to you. You get prompted. You want to add this person's details to your phone contacts, which of course you want to do. So you hit download contact card, and it doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or an Android, you simply follow the steps. The recipient receives the text message with the link. They click on the link, the card opens up, and now they're prompted to add your contact details to their phone contact. And that's a win right there, you know. And we then encourage you to follow up by text message. So a couple of slides ago, we all agreed that your customers are human, that they're like you and me. So what do you like with texting? Because they're exactly the same. And there's wonderful science around texting. And the science is really this. Texting is the cleanest form of communication that we have today. I don't know, maybe some of you remember when email first came out and, you know, you'd get a little ping, you've got mail, and we'd all be so excited. And now those days are over. But texting, right? Texting is the cleanest form. And when we get a text message today, it doesn't matter which app that text is being delivered through. 99.9% of the time, that text message is from someone that we know. And for that reason, it causes a rush of endorphins in us. And it's that rush of endorphins that makes our hand reach really involuntarily for the phone to shoot back a message. And we all do it, right? It doesn't matter if we're at dinner with our family or friends, you know, on webinars, it doesn't matter. We all do it. So if you text someone after you've made contact with them, you cut through all the noise and you increase the likelihood of doing business with them by 112%. So, you know, texting will increase your revenue. There's no doubt about it, right? And then the beautiful thing about this, of course, is when you text them, your name is going to show up in their phone. So let's jump in now and have a look. I'm going to use AD's card for the purpose of this demo. And we are all aware now, of course, that it is a digital business card, right? So what else can it do? So in fact, I need to show you how to add this to your home screen. So let me do that right now, actually. Yeah, all right. I'll have to circle back to that, excuse me. So AG will meet me. She presses the share button, select share to individual, fills out the steps and hits share this card. So this is the consumer facing side. I'm going to jump in here now to her back end, her dashboard, if you like. And down here, I have a thing called card analytics. Now, do you remember in share and text, I asked, do you have the contact details of everyone you gave a paper business card to? And the answer, of course, is no. But SavvyCard can make that a reality for you. If I come in here and look at card analytics, card analytics will store every share you've ever made. So prior to this call or this webinar, I shared AD's card to myself. There's my name, there's my cell number, there's the message AD might have typed in when she met me on the streets of East Cork. So I then in turn shared AD's card to my friend Dowd Power. There's his name, there's his cell number, and there's the message I put in when I shared AD's card to my friend Dowd. A standard message I think that one friend would send to another. So when somebody shares your Savvy card to somebody else, certain things happen. So here, Dowd received a text message with a link to AD's card. And AD received an email notification from SavvyCard in real time saying, hey, AD, Ruth O'Leary just shared your card to Dowd. Here's his name, here's his cell number, and here's the message that Ruth put in. So AD is now not reliant on Dowd to call her. And the trend is 3 days. If Dowd doesn't call AD in 3 days, he's not calling. But AD is not reliant on that now. She can reach out to Dowd or me within 20 seconds of that email hitting her inbox. So I stress it all the time when I do these webinars or trainings. You know, when you get an email from SavvyCard, please open it. We're only ever just sending you something of value. So, and the standard line I hear from realtors, and I use this product, my own product all the time. Every member of our team has my face on their phone. And when they meet someone who's interested in purchasing SavvyCard for a group or a team, they will share my card to that person. I call that person as soon as that email hits my inbox. I know for a fact that one of my colleagues is standing right next to that person. And my sale is done, as you can imagine. They're just like, oh my God, that was amazing. Like, how did you know? I'm standing right here with that person, you know? So just keep your eye on all emails that come from Savvy Cards. It's a great tool, this. I love it. We use it all the time in our own office. So, okay, whenever, and then look, you can look here. This is a relatively new feature that we've added where you can come in here and export all of the data, you know, from all times or the last 30 days, and you can import it into a CRM if that's what you use, you know, something more robust. So whenever I'm somewhere that's not my main page, I can come here to My Savvy Cards, click that at the top, and it will always take me back to my main page. So we're going to go and take a look at Edit This Card. It's your card. It's your decision what information and, you know, buttons you want to turn on or off. So the first thing we have here is background and picture. We'll talk about the graphic that's on that in just a moment, but let's look at the buttons first. So when you come here to background, the only thing you will see is card info. I see a lot more things because I'm Savvy Card staff, but when you get here, you're going to see card info. And when you click on that, you're going to see description. And you can write whatever you like here, and it will just put a title under your name. So example. And once you do that, just press save, and it will put a title under your name. So background and picture belong to me. These two are mine. Buttons, we call these round things on your card buttons. We're going to come back to that. Icon, this is what it currently looks like on your phone. And I'm going to circle back to that and tell you how to put it on your phone. But that's what it's going to look like. And then settings belongs to me. And then we have marketing. All Savvy Cards generate an email signature. So you can come in here and scroll down to the end here, pick whatever email signature you like and hit generate email signature. And it will pull whatever design is in that icon tab here. And we can swap that out. We can put your face on it. We can put your company logo on it. We can do all sorts of things. And I'll talk to you in just a moment about that. And then this is nothing more than a copy and paste exercise to put this into your email platform, whatever platform it is that you use. All Savvy Cards generate a QR code. So these things became super, super cool, didn't they, during COVID? And the really cool thing about COVID and these things is that consumers know what to do with them now when they see them. So if a consumer holds their camera up in front of that, they're going to be delivered back your Savvy Card, you know, to their phone. So I tell people all the time, I have a QR code, of course, I have a Savvy Card, but I don't use it. I would use it on any printed materials that I have lying around that are there when I'm not there. But I would not give somebody my QR code to scan if I was standing in front of them. Because when they do that, I'm effectively handing over my business card again, right? I'm not capturing their information. And that's what I want. That's what's valuable to me, is getting their information. So I would recommend personally that you copy this and send it to your printer and have it added to any printed materials that you have out there with regards to yourself. It's a wonderful, cool way for people to get your information when you're not standing in front of them. But if you're standing in front of them, getting their information is the key. So it's press the share button. I'm going to text you my business card, you know. Okay, so we are now going to look at buttons. So those round things on your card, we call them buttons, and it's a super, super easy product to use. Anything that's green down the right-hand side is, anything that's red is not. So the first thing we have is button style. So you can come in here, you can change the button style to be whatever you like. Just press save once you've made your choice. Paul, I'm pulling this from the information that you've got registered with the guys at EPCAR. So come in here and have a look. This should be the number you've got registered with EPCAR. If it's not, just come in here and you can change it here yourself. You know, you can edit this information right here. Once you make an edit, just press save for me once you've done that. So text, not turned on, red. Just come in here, enter your cell number 813-361-453 and 6, and say, yes, show this button on my card, press save. We'll turn that green, it'll pop a button right on your card. Email, again, this is the email address that you've got registered with FCAR. If this is not the email address you want to use, just edit it away right in here. Find me. So my general rule when I do any trainings on this product is I tell people, listen, if a button doesn't serve a purpose on your card, turn it on. It's just noise. It takes from the buttons that are delivering value, you know. So find me. Find me will connect to Google Maps. It's the name and address of your office. And it connects to Google Maps and it will give people turn-by-turn directions to your office. And that's wonderful if you meet people in your office. But my question is, how many of us are actually doing that today? So if you're not, it serves no purpose. Come in here and say, no, hide this button for now, and it will turn it red and it will remove it from your card. About me. This is a Word document. You can copy and paste, take the information from your LinkedIn profile or the bio on your website. You know, again, just say yes and show this button on my card, press save. If you deem that that's a valuable feature and brings value to the card. About my company, same deal. You can enter in the name and address of your company here, put a mission statement about your company, press yes, show this button on my card and save once we've made any edits, if you deem this to be valuable. Contact info. This is super, 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 super important. When somebody receives your card and they're prompted to add your contact details to their phone contacts, they are adding whatever information is in here. So you need to come in here and update all of this information. Put in your cell number, put in your office number, 813-536. Fill it all out, right? Put in your email address, your website, why not? And then once you've updated it, just press save for me. And it's up to you whether you leave this button on or off. I like this button very much. It's on my card. Once you've completed it and said save, then if for whatever reason, there are other ways that a person can find your Savvy card other than you sharing it to them. And by having the contact button turned on, it means they can download your contact information and store it to their phone contacts, you know, without you actually sharing the card to them. So I like this feature a lot. I would leave this on if I were you. But your card, your decision. So my site, so Savvy, again, it's all about being concise. There's a few buttons I think as you can on the card so that the value actually stands out. And Savvy, I think, is almost a button that you almost is duplicated. I don't use it on my own. I use the My Sites button, and I can put everything on the My Sites button. So what I see a lot is people will copy their website. So you can copy other landing pages and attach them to your card. So I see that a lot. People will attach their website and say that, my website, visit my website, name of company, you know, website. And you should do that for sure. You should put your website on it. But my thing is this. I tell people this. As a consumer, why should I go there? All websites are different. So what's on your website for me? So what I encourage people to do is open your own website and take a look at it. And we don't do that, do we? We never look at our own website. It's not the purpose of our website, but we should. You should. So take a look at it for me. And then look here, for example, obtain a quote. If I click on that, it opens up its own website address or landing page, right? So I can copy that. So I can Control C, I can bring it back here, I can add another. Now, because I've copied the website address, I have copied that HTTP://. So I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to paste the website that I copied in here. And, you know, I'm going to call that exactly what it is, get a free quote. And what else do we have here that's interesting, you know? Contact us, blog. Cool, I think. Oh, and there's loads of things down here. Okay. So seller information. What do I have? So again, when I click on these tabs, you can see I'm opening up different landing pages or, unique websites, really. So add another. Again, I'm going to delete the HTTP because I've copied it. Now, so, okay, what every seller needs to know. And now I can pull these things out, right? Now, once I've got them all in here, I can move stuff around. So I think get a free quote is the most important thing. Then I'm going to say I like the seller needs to know stuff. And then I'm going to have my website last. Okay, great. And now I'm going to say save because I've made edit, right? So here's where it gets super interesting. So I have a recommend button. And as affiliate members with the organization, you guys have teams. I bet you do. I bet you have a group of people within your affiliate, roles, or even outside of the affiliate partnerships, where you recommend each other. You're your own little mini network, if you like, So here's what I'm going to do. I wrote Robert's name down here. So this is AG's card, but do you see here I have add a Savvy card? Every affiliate member has a Savvy card. So I can come in here and I can say, I want to add a Savvy card. I want to add Robert to my team. So Robert, I'm just going to do a search, BESHEARS, and I'm going to find him. Okay, great. There's his Savvy card right there. I'm going to hit that. And I'm going to recommend Robert for mortgage. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, show this button on my card. Press save. So I now want to add another. So, Robert's my mortgage guy. I love him. He's wonderful. I'm constantly referring him. But I also work with, an electrician. He's my other guy. His name is John Smith. He's not an affiliate. And you know what? He doesn't actually even have a website. So I can put a website in for him. But I'm recommending him. He's an electrician, electrician. But his telephone number, he's got a number, 813-361-45396. Gotcha. And now I'm going to press save here. And I'm going to talk about all of this here in just a sec, right? But I can layer the cards with value. So now all of a sudden, before I actually do a refresh here and show you what AD's card looks like now, my name is Ruth O'Leary. And if I type my name into a Google search, my Savvy card comes up number 2 in a Google search for my name, right? We're a website. So we index or can be found in a Google search, much like any other website. Except better. So if I click on this, I tell people we're not magic. There's no black magic involved here. I use my product. In my company, we call it eating your own dog food, So I use the Savvy card product. And every time I or somebody else presses a button, Google sees that as a click-through or engagement. So it just has tremendous organic SEO capabilities. Okay. So now that we understand a lot more about the product, let me do a quick refresh. And whenever somebody taps the icon on their phone to access your card, they're always pulling from your back end. They're just refreshing your website. So you can change your business partners. So let's go and have a look at that. So all of a sudden now we have new button styles. We've got buttons that we've turned on. We've turned buttons off. If I go to the recommend button, all of a sudden I've got Robert here. I'm recommending Robert. Robert can turn on his recommend button and recommend AD. And now all of a sudden, our network is being completed, right? We're closing out that network. So this, just so you know, this is called the trust economy. And I'm sure perhaps you've heard that phrase before. But if I trust AD, then I trust the people that AD trusts. So I now trust Robert. If I trust Robert and he has people on his recommend button, I trust the people that he trusts, right? So it's the trust economy. And do you remember, like, I'm sure you're very familiar with the B&I concept, where apparently you're meant to carry around like a massive box of everybody's business cards and hand them out when you get an opportunity. And then you go in every week and you tell people, I handed out this, I got you referrals. This is a digital version of that, right? Because you don't have to carry around anything except your phone, the one device nobody goes anywhere without. And by doing that and having your partners or the people that you connect with on your card here, and you can effectively now, because we know now, don't we? Robert or AD could say, you know what? I'll share my card to you. All my people that I work with, they're on my recommend button. Or AD might say to herself, oh, okay, you're looking for a mortgage person? Absolutely. Let me just get that for you right now. I'm going to text you or share somebody's contact information with you. And then she can come in here and actually share Robert's card on its own to this person, knowing full well that Robert is going to get notified in real time that AG just made this share. So there's multiple ways that we can share each other's contact information, So the other lovely thing that Epcar did with us when we deployed this product is this. They know only too well, of course, that you're a member, an affiliate member of their organization, because you want to build relationships with the realtors, either the realtors themselves, or indeed the home seller, home buyer, and the realtor is the conduit to that, to that customer. So we have provided Savvy cards to all of the realtors at Epcar, and on their My Sites button, we have a link to a directory, if you like, of all of the business cards. So right now, every single one of you is linked to the Realtors Agent Savvy card. So, they can come in here and do a search, it's a directory after all, and just bring up the cards of the service providers that they require if they're asked or whatever, but you're kind of exactly where you want to be here. You're at the, exact tip of their fingers when they need it, and again, when they're sharing their own cards, they're sharing all of your cards as well. So that's exactly where we want to be. Alrighty, so let me do certain things. Excuse me. Firstly, let me talk to you about the card itself, and then I'm going to have to jump into another dashboard and show you how to add your card to your mobile device. So firstly, let me talk about the graphics. So right now you have from Epcar this product right here. Fully functional. It does everything that it's meant to do, and it does everything that I've shown you right here. It's a great, great digital business card, no question about it. And this is the graphic that it contains. Now, you might say to me, oh, hang on a second, Ray, that realtor card looks pretty swoosh. I want to swap mine out. I want to put a different graphic on it. And you can do that. I'm going to tell you how here in just a moment. And it can be anything, right? A realtor's face is their brand. So realtors will always have their face on it in some shape or form, either a full body or a headshot, but their face is their brand in a realtor world. With a roofing company, maybe not that interested in having my face, actually. I'd much rather list my services. Some people who don't have a website, some smaller companies don't have websites, which everybody should. You can buy a domain name. So you could go and buy paintertothestars.com, and they're going to say to you, hey, do you want us to build you a website? And you can say, no, I've got a website. I've got this Savvy card thing. Thank you very much. I want to buy this domain name, which will cost me, I don't know, $3 on GoDaddy. But when somebody lands on this domain name, I want you to serve up this Savvy card to them. So you can do that, right? You can redirect a domain name to your Savvy card if you choose, right? If you've any questions about that, just give us a call. I'll bring our number up here in a moment. So you can use the real estate on the card to be designed however you choose, right? So, you know, this is a roofing company. Here it's got a landscape company. 5-star is a stager. So you can, if you want to swap out the design, it's not going to affect the functionality. Your functionality is as you have seen it. You all have that right now. But if you want to switch out the artwork on it, ordinarily, our product would cost $149 to have that customization applied to it. But as FCAR affiliate members, we are doing that for you for $99. And it can be however you want it to be. So if you're interested in any of that, then, you know, give us a call or go on the Savvy Card website. We have the chat box there. You can chat to our customer service department about getting your graphics swapped out. Or you can shoot us an email, support@savvycard.com. We're over in St. Pete. We're just across the way from you guys. We're technically neighbors. Or you can give us a call at 727-502-6012. So let me jump out of this for just a sec, because what I want to do is now show you how you can add it to your home screen. So, alrighty. So when it comes to adding it to your home screen, so we've all agreed, right, that your Savvy Card is nothing more than a website. That's all it is. And when you click on the link, that's all you've done. You've just opened a website, nothing more, nothing less. And what I'm about to show you now, you can do with any website you open on your mobile device. And, you know, it's like anything in life. Once you start using the feature I'm about to show you on your phone, you're going to think to yourself, are you kidding me? I've had this phone for like 9 years. I never knew you could do this, right? And you'll wonder how you ever existed in this world without it. But that's how it goes, right? Anyone over the age of 15 does not know all of the features that are on our phones. So here we go. If you have an Android phone, and when you put your name and email address into that training link, they're going to send you all of this stuff. So how do I add it if I've got an Android phone? So if you have an Android phone, you have had the card texted to you. You just got a text message with the link. You click on the link, the card opens up. And what we're going to do now is access your menu bar on your Android phone. And on an Android phone, your menu bar can be in one of 3 places. So it's either here, you've got 3 little dots down in a row, or it's down in one of these 2 corners. You have a hamburger menu. So with Androids, depending on the model, depending on the year, your menu bar can be in one of 3 places. Tap that menu bar for me wherever it is, and your menu bar is going to roll up or roll down. And what we're looking for is add to home screen. So select add to home screen for me, and then just follow the steps. Okay. And it's going to place that website on your home screen looking like an app. And we saw what yours is going to look like. It's going to have the, you know, the FCAR logo or the E for FCAR. So it's going to look like an app. That's not an app, right? We haven't downloaded anything. That's called an icon. And all websites today have one of those designed for them. So honestly, my advice would be go and open any website whatsoever after you've done your Savvy Card and just do that a couple of times and you'll be like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then just delete them after. So I use this feature all the time for recipes and when I'm going traveling. I create folders for the places I'm going to go to and then I pop in the websites of the things that I want to do when I get there, you know, or things that I've researched. So it's a wonderful feature. Alrighty, so what about me though? I've got an iPhone. What do I do? So same deal. You click on the link and you've just opened a website. That's all you've done. So it's all about where's your menu bar? And your menu bar on any iDevice is that square with an arrow sticking out of the top. Once you tap that, your menu bar is going to roll up. And again, we're just looking for add to home screen. Select add to home screen for me, follow the steps, add, and it will place it right here for you. And we call it an icon, or it's called an icon. And all websites today have them done. Now, Right now, we've seen what the icon looks like when you add it to your home screen. It's got the EPCAR logo and everything. If you want to do the full customization where we'll swap your graphics out to be whatever you want them to be, at that time as well, you can change out your icon. So you can put your face on it if you'd rather. You can put your company logo on it. You can do all sorts of things. And as I say, the functionality is not at all affected. Your product does exactly what I've shown you here. But if you want to swap out the graphics so that it looks a bit more personalized or branded to you, then give us a call and our guys will take care of that for you and you can talk to them about whatever you want to get done. So alrighty, so in a nutshell, that's kind of it. So can we open it up to questions, Melody, and see if anybody's got anything for me?
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the little icon on your phone, how do you expand out that text? What I'm having trouble with is I can't figure out which area actually controls that text, and it's getting compressed on us and cut off. And I know it's not too many characters because if I look at Google Maps has more characters than I have in my text on the app.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out where is that controlled from?
Okay, so I'm ever so sorry, Greg. Can we kind of maybe walk through it together if that would be okay? So
Sure.
I've got my phone. So I've got my Savvy card, right? So I've clicked on the icon, you've done the same, and then you're selecting share to individual, or we're going to press the share button, yeah?
Right.
And then we're going to select share to individual. On your phone, yes?
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is the actual icon that shows up on the phone. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to show you.
Got you now.
The
Gotcha.
text that's below the icon.
Mm-hmm.
It's cutting our name off. It seems like we don't have enough characters to fit the name in there.
Oh, I've got you. I'm ever so sorry. Yeah, I see mine. Mine is Russo-Ler, R and not the Y. Gotcha. So, okay. Now, oh my God, this is a test, isn't it? So, all right, let me get out of her card and go into my own card. So if I go to edit this card, here we go. And I go to card info. Oh my God, Greg, honestly, I must confess, you've kind of caught me now. So I wonder if it's here. Let me just check my own. Okay, can we only ask me questions that I know the answers to? Do you think?
Sorry, Ruth, I didn't mean to stop you.
Changing the job, yeah. You know what, Greg? I'm going to have to ask one of my colleagues in customer service about that, but it's somewhere in here. You know,
Okay.
It's something very simple in here. It's either here or it's in marketing, but it's somewhere in here where that text is written and it's just pulling it from there. So I'll find out where that is for you and I'll give you a call immediately after that, or after this, excuse me, if that's all right with you.
Absolutely. Well, I may not answer because I've got a couple of meetings right after this, but I know our office staff will probably answer and they can, if you have anything that we can change, I'm sure they'll take down a note for me.
Great stuff. Or I can pop you over an email or something, you know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. And then guys, if anybody else has the same issue, do me a favor, just go onto our website and chuck that into chat or shoot an email over to support@savvycard.com and our customer service department will shoot you back an email and just tell you where it is you have to go to, like which tab on your dashboard you have to go to just change that information, you know. So it's somewhere in here, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't do this on a regular basis, so I'm like, oh gosh, live, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, do we have anything else? What do you think of it?
I haven't started sending it out yet, but you know, I'm excited to try it out. I just wanted to get the name fixed before I actually have people pulling it and sending it out.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We have several inspectors but they all want to make sure they have their own name, but all the other information would get sent to the main office and everything. Is that still a possibility, having different names on their cards, but just retaining the business information and contact information?
Everything's very melting. I mean, could you give me an example, I wonder, and then I can pull it up and we can take a look. Like, is there a home inspection company that you're aware of? That
Yeah,
has-
yeah, I mean, our home inspection company is called Home Sweet Home Inspection Services.
Okay, so let me just do this then. So you're saying that if I pull My Sweet Home, is that what we said?
Home Sweet Home, yes. No, it's not just Home Sweet Home.
And do a search, but it's going to pull lots of Home Sweet Home folks.
Correct.
Gotcha. So, okay, I understand what you're saying now. Excuse me. So, absolutely. So it can be either or, right? You could say to your guys, to Chad, to Jeremy, to Thomas, guys, you've got your cards. The way we run our business is I want all of you to put the office number on the call button. And that way all calls come into a centralized number and we do whatever, if that's how you run your business.
Yes.
Gotcha. So they would have to do that individually, right? So I don't know what number they've got right now. So let's have a quick look at Chad here. They would just have to log into their dashboards, go to the buttons tab, select the call button, and they would have to change that themselves because each individual person has set their own password and has their own login to the card. So Chad's number, for example, is what's listed with FCAR, and that's the number that we've got for him.
Okay, so if we need to change that, then to make it the office number, he could just change it to the office number. Okay.
Himself, you know, I mean, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, can I not do it? But you don't know the password to Chad's account, right? Only
Right.
Chad knows. Or you could say to them, guys, I don't know why you have this number registered with EPCAR. All the numbers for all of us should be the office number. And all we do is take that information and put it into the cards when we create them. So if you were to send us an email with these gentlemen on for a copy so that everybody's aware of what's going on and say, you know, everybody here should have this number registered at EPCAR, then EPCAR would change it obviously on their information. That would be a good indication for us to go in and change it as well here. We do that for you at that point, you know.
Okay.
You can actually do the same thing with the email address too, Melody. You can have everybody, for us, it's info@grosvenhomeinspections.com. You can have them all
Okay.
change it to info.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Yeah,
you.
perfect. And it's super easy, you know. So each person effectively would just be logging into their dashboard and just going to edit this card, going to the buttons tab, and you know, and effectively doing that. Now, oh, okay, but we'd want their names on it. A part of me was going to say to you, you know what, Melody, if you wanted everything coming into a central place, you could almost have one card and have them share one card. And that way, all of the information would go into one central card analytics. You know, you'd be able to pull everything, but their names wouldn't be on the card.
Yeah.
You know, so that would be a problem. So,
Okay.
yeah, here, for example, so they just come in here and they can change that to, you know, the office number, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They can change it to whatever they want or whatever you want. But if you want us to do it, as I say, we pull from EPCAR, so change it at EPCAR, then, you know, put us on for a copy of that and we'll change them out for you. Give us the names and stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Ruth, I have a question. Ruth,
Yes, I'm sorry.
I have a question, please. Before this training on another day, I saw that where you could change your background yourself, and it doesn't come up that way today. Is
Correct.
there a reason?
Yeah, for sure. So you never should be allowed to. So that was a glitch in our system. I think the window, if you like, was opened and then somebody saw it and they shut it. So, and there's a very good reason for that. I'm ever so terribly sorry. May I ask the name of the person who just asked that question?
This is Katrina.
Katrina, excuse me. So Katrina, a million years ago when we first started, we used to have a free product. You could go online, create a Savvy card, and there would be literally thousands of different backgrounds that you could choose from. Thousands. When you created the card itself, it would just pop a really ugly Savvy card background on it. It was a horrible gray. It was just ugly. And that's kind of, the card would be created, that background would go on it. And then when you went in to set up the card, you could click on backgrounds and you could pick, there were thousands of them that you could pick.
Well,
People never
yeah, but now you want to pay, you want me to pay $99 for you to change my background?
If you want me to have it out there, yes, we do. Yeah. Or you can keep it as it is and just use it as it is.
Well, it says that you can customize and change it, but it doesn't allow you to. So that's kind of annoying. Just saying. Thank you.
So if you have multiple people as well, you know, and you want to have the same design on multiple cards, then give our guys a call and they'll do you a deal as well. You know, if you're going to put the same backgrounds on multiple people's cards. Okay, so I'm going to bring up that last slide just in case so we can all see it again. So it'll give you our contact information. So, you know, as I mentioned, we have that chat box on our website. You can go there or you can pop us an email, support@savvycard.com, or pick up the phone, give us a call. Our office hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So give us a ring, you'll speak to someone or leave a voicemail and they'll give you a call the next day.
Thank you, Ruth. Does anyone else have any other questions?
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you, Ruth. Thank you, everyone, for popping on today. We did record this, and I will be sending it out. So just in case if anyone had any questions or they wanted to look back over it, I will send the video out at some point today.
Awesome. Thank you, Melody.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Hi,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Ruth.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.